Hey, welcome back guys to my walkthrough for the Evil Within DLC. This is the assignment. I was going to jump straight in guys at new game. And I'll walk you through it all just during this kind of intro sequence. So the assignment. You've got to do this 2 times because you have to complete it on another difficulty which you only unlock when you complete the DLC for the first time. So yeah, you have to complete it twice. If you follow my route, it will take you it'll take you about an hour. It takes me 55 minutes, I think. But yeah, this route, you're looking about an hour to do the whole thing once. But if you're playing through this blind, this DLC can take you a good few hours, so just bear that in mind. But the way we're going to be going through this is in the first playthrough, we're going to be getting all the collectibles out of the way. So we'll get all the collectible related trophies, and we'll also do all the misc trophies as well. There is a kind of new game plus at the end of it. A bit pointless really because you don't get any unlockable weapons. It's just mainly to carry across your collectibles. That's all that the new game plus is really for. And the other difficulty we get, it does make the game harder in terms of more difficult enemies, or you take more damage. It makes game harder because the game is basically pitch black. Yep, and you've got to kind of navigate in darkness. There's a mechanic in this, you'll get like a flashlight later, and that's one of the kind of main mechanics of the DLC. The assignment and the consequences. Executioner's completely different. But yeah, the first 2 DLCs, you've got a flashlight. So here's your first collectible guys. When you come into the cave, go right and grab the KCPD criminal records. Then come back, take the remaining path, and then carry on for a few cutscenes. Yeah, Kurayami mode, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, forgive me if I'm not. Yeah, it just makes the whole game dark and you can only see when you use your flashlight. But if you just try to remember my strategies I'm going to be explaining here, you can do the exact same thing on the other difficulty when we do that. This video will consist of both playthroughs, but I'm only going to give you commentary for the first. Unfortunately guys, I hope you don't mind. So yeah, this first one, I'll walk you through everything you need to know, and then Kurayami mode, you'll have my playthrough on the second half of this video, but there will be no commentary for this. But I tried to walk you through it as we go through the first playthrough, and I'll kind of let you know how things might be different on the Kurayami mode, and you can just bear all that in mind and put into practice when you're doing it yourself. But I just wanted to add my playthrough at the end of this, just so it's there. There's a record of it, just in case you do need it. So once you spawn in here, just turn around. You can use the red sofa to save your game. Come out here, and then go right and come through this doorway. Yeah, and it's kind of like Control-esque building, I guess. Especially when you spawn in with that red sofa behind you. Yeah, it reminds me of Control. But this is not in the same world as Alan Wake. To be honest, I'm saying Alan Wake as well. You actually, I mean, your flashlight is kind of like a mechanic from Alan Wake. Yeah, it's got a few similarities there. But yeah, come up here. There's not too many counters here. But 1 or 2 of the trophies are a little bit annoying. I wouldn't say they're mega hard. They're just more awkward than anything. There's 1 trophy for killing 2 enemies with a single trap. And that can be quite awkward to do. When we do that, by the way, there's also a trap in chapter 2, which might be a bit easier to do on if you want to. So if you're having a bit of trouble doing the trophy where we kill them with the spikes, you can get it later on chapter 2. I'll mention the spot when we get there. We've got 1 collectible so far. There's some other collectibles we're going to be getting. They're not really required, but I'm going to show you where they are because they unlock models in the model viewer, like new ones. Yeah, strategies for the encounters, guys, work really well. You just got to make sure you remember them for Kurayami. So in this room up here, we're about to get our flashlight. So when you start in Kurayami, you actually start chapter 1. It won't be dark yet, not until you get to this room here, and then that's when the darkness kicks in. But you don't actually have a flashlight yet, so it's around the corner. So when you do this part in Kuriyami mode without a flashlight. Run to that gate in front, then just stand still, turn the camera around, and you'll see this light down here where I'm going then, and just make our way down towards this light and grab a flashlight. So yeah, Kuriyami mode, just run to the gate where you came in, spin the camera around until you see this light over here, then run towards the light and grab a flashlight, and then you're ready to move on. So this first collectible, when you get a flashlight guys, just turn around, come around the back here and focus onto that snail. Yes, focus onto that snail and you'll unlock a new model. Like I say, these collectibles which unlock models, I don't believe they're needed for trophies, but I'm going to be showing you where they all are. Yeah, so make our way through here next. Your stamina is just as bad as Sebastian's. It's no better. Yeah, you can't really kill enemies as easily as Sebastian, so it's mainly, these DLCs, the first two, it's mainly all about stealth. So yeah, open that door, head on inside. We're going to go left around the corner and come to this fence. You'll be going into a lot of these vents, and when you come in these, you are out of the way of enemies, because enemies cannot chase you into these. Unless it's one of the Cardiver enemies. They're the enemies with like loads of red sacks on them which can explode. Yeah, so just come out here as soon as you can. And now you're going to go right back into the corridor and keep going left. Now the door is open. Yeah, so these enemies on the floor, do not walk near them, otherwise they'll grab you. And you'll have to stomp on them. You'll take a bit of damage. So yeah, do not walk too close to them. You've got another document here, guys. Yes, so this is entry number 231. Make sure you take that document from the floor. Now take this path. There's an enemy up here. Take the path I'm taking. Now you want to start jogging. And then over here, you're going to crouch, go into cover, and then shout the enemy. Yeah, you see if you don't shout it, he might stand there. So yeah, go into cover here, and yeah, press circle, then press square to shout, and then go back the opposite way when the enemies go to investigate, and they can get to the door. Nice and easy. You can sometimes run to the door and get through the door before the enemy's attacks, but it's a bit random, but that way will always work. You can do that same thing on Kuriyami mode. Now here's one of the collectibles. So for this, the passcode is always random, but of course you press the most bloodiest button first, the bloodiest down to the least bloodiest. That's kind of the order you press them in, just like I did. Yeah, quite easy that one. Yeah, push that trolley out of the way, then come through this door. Pick up that bottle. Do not use this when you use it for later. Pick up the bottle and quickly sprint to this vent, and you can actually get inside before that enemy attacks you. So yeah, quickly grab the bottle, run around the corner, get inside the vent quickly. That will work exactly the same on Kuriyami mode as well. So just do the exact same thing. Now when you come out here, press that button to open this office. Come inside and use this telephone, and it may the enemy run into the office nearby. And then what you're going to do is go outside this office you're currently in, back into the corridor. Now go over to that nearby office and interact with the button near the door to close the door, guys, and you'll get a trophy. Yeah, so you lock the enemy in there. Yep, prank call. And then you can come to this vent. Yes, you want to do that exact same thing on Kuriyami mode as well. Obviously you won't need a trophy no more, but it just gets rid of that enemy. And you're going to come through this vent, guys, and you're going to get a key card in this next room. Now when you get this key card, it's going to trigger some enemies. The office key card. Come over to this door. Yeah, now just wait here. And once the enemy bashes through and walks forward a few steps, go outside behind him. Yeah, wait for him to go forward a few steps. There we go. Now go through behind him. And then once you're through the door, you want to sprint up here around this corner, then start jogging to get your stamina back. And then sprint around the next corner, guys, until the key card slots and open this door. Yeah, if you're not very quick coming out of that room and sprinting around the corner, the kind of boss-like enemy will start chasing you. So just bear that in mind. If he does and he catches you, just reload checkpoint and try again. Like I say, you want to try and get out of that office as soon as what I do. Sprint around the corner, walk, and if you do it that quick, the big boss enemy shouldn't chase you down. But like I say, if you're a bit slower, he might do. But what you can actually do, you can actually hide in the vent, which you came through earlier when you first enter that corridor. You can actually hide in that vent and wait for the boss to kind of despawn. That works as well. And then make your way to the keycard door. Now in this room, try to use the scanner on the far end, on the far door. Then come use this monitor. And then you want to crouch down here. Just go into cover like so. Just crouch, go into cover exactly where you use computer. Now the boss will spawn in. He's going to run over. He's going to look for you. But he's not going to find anything. And then he's going to walk back and show you a little new mechanic about spawning doors. Yeah, spawn a double door on the far wall. Yeah, so the way that works is sometimes if you see the Evil Within logo on the wall, is it Evil or is it like the Nest logo or stem? Yeah, you'll see like the logo on the wall, and if you shine your torch at that, like see that logo there? Yeah, shine your torch at it, focus, and that would normally make a hidden door appear, or a hidden item for example. Right, so come through here, approach this tank for your little cutscene, and a trip back down to memory lane. So once back here, just keep following the left path. There's no speedrun trophy at least, so that's nice. I'm surprised actually they've not put a speedrun trophy in this. You're going down there later. And when it comes to all the puzzles, by the way, the solutions are always random. You'll never have the same solution as me. I'll explain to you how to figure out the puzzle. But yeah, the solution is always random, guys, so just bear that in mind. Yeah, so you just pass red sofa. You can save your game on that if you want to. And in this corridor, just after the save point, just on your right here, guys, will be a record. Yeah, collectible there, music track. Make sure you pick it up. I don't think you need them for a trophy, the music track. I'm not entirely sure actually if you need them. But I'll be showing you where they all are. So once in here, keep going left and you'll find a little crawl space. You want to crawl inside because there's a collectible in here. You definitely need this one. Right, so shine your torch at paintings. You've got painting there, and a painting there. They've all got a number on. You need to put the red number in first, then the blue number, and then the yellow. So check the middle painting, which I did, which is red. Check the number on the left painting, which is blue. Then check the number on the right painting, which is yellow. Then you put them in that order. So red number first, blue number second, and yellow number third. Like I say, the numbers will be random, but it will always be red, blue, yellow. It will always be blue, red, yellow in that order. Just the actual numbers will be random. And obviously, you interact with the save, guys. Put in those numbers. Obviously, on the red node, you put in the red number. On the blue node, you put in the blue number, etc., etc. Come down the steps next. Go into this crawl space just underneath the steps, and at the back here, guys, go left, and you'll find another snail. Focus your torch to get another model. That's it, then we'll go back outside. Yeah, it's going to be 2 enemies in here. So you can do the same thing on Kuriyami mode. Actually, on Kuriyami mode, I do this a bit better. So over there, you've got a small office, and if you interact with the mobile inside, you can then use the phone in the bigger office to call this number, and one of the enemies will come and investigate. And if you do that, you can actually lock that enemy in that room, so then you've only got one enemy in the bigger room to deal with, which makes it easier. Because you can just bait the single enemy away, and then go and interact with the door, because it's always easier to bait one enemy than what it is for 2. So yeah, you do the same thing on Kuriyami mode. You come down here, wait for that enemy to turn back. Enemies are not aware of your torch, by the way, so don't worry if you shine your torch at them. Yeah, so you press that. Now that enemy is going to go and investigate. Yes, and what you'd normally do is go back and lock him in, guys. So you've only got one enemy. And then you come over here, grab this research room keycard. And then you would normally bait that enemy away from the keycard reader. And then come and interact with it, open the door, guys, head in. And open the vent. Because what can happen, if the enemy's too close to you, it can actually interrupt you. And you can get killed very quickly. I mean, see, I was quite lucky there. But yeah, do that same thing on Curry Army mode, guys. But make sure you lock the other guy inside the small office. So you've only got one to deal with. So once here, guys, I'm just going through a crawl space. Yeah, make your way down the bottom. And you need to shine the torch at this little shape over here. Just so it lines up, you need the shadow to line up with the stars on the wall. That's it. And that will open the door. Right, come inside these rooms next. Sprint to the far left corner and then focus your torch on this. This part's actually story related. You have to pick up this document, I believe, as part of the story. Yes, pick up that document, guys. Entry number 16. Once you've got that, there'll be a brief little cutscene. Afterwards, a door should appear. Yep, head on through, go downstairs. And then take a left at the bottom, a U-turn, almost. And there'll be a snail beneath these bottles. Yeah, focus to get another model. Right, come through here next. And then you're going to shine your torch on that logo on the cabinet to make a projector appear. Once you made the projector appear, there'll be a brief little cutscene. Come back inside here afterwards and you'll see these ghosts open the door. Once you've done so, now you've got to focus your torch on the 3 boards. That board first, yes, and then this second board. Yeah, make all the pictures appear. And then one more board to go. Yep, this one through here. That'll trigger another cutscene, and then after about 10 minutes, the door will open. Yeah, this door takes ages to open for some reason. Yeah, like I say, about 10 minutes. It's a long door. There we go. At least nobody's going to break into that. I guess that was it a hidden loading screen? Yeah, so we're in here next. Go left and open that. What's the point of that lock when it opens inwards? It's got like a giant bolt blocking the door, but the door opens the opposite way, so I don't really get it. But anyway, yeah, come down here. Yep, so we don't currently have the credentials to use that hand scanner, so we're going to have to come down into biometrics, guys, and put ourselves on the system. Yep, use the elevator. Red sofa there on the right if you want to have a sit down, guys, and save your game. And pet the cat. Yes, this is where we're going to encounter that new enemy type, the cadavers, or cadaver, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, so these guys are actually blind, by the way. Yes, they are blind. But as you can imagine, because they're blind, they've got very good hearing, of course, which is usually the case. Yeah, so you want to interrupt that monitor, guys, and then interrupt this monitor in this room. Yeah, these enemies, if you sprint at all, they'll hear you from really far away. But if you jog or crouch, I mean, obviously if you crouch, you've got to be really close, like within 2 steps for them to hear you. But if you jog in, you can get in within about probably like 3 or 4 steps or so. Jogging's really good. If you sprint in, they'll hear you from miles away. So don't sprint around these guys unless you want to trigger them. Yeah, so there will be some parts later where I kind of sprint, just get their attention, and then I immediately start jogging or crouching. And then I can move out of the way, and then they kind of walk past me to investigate the spot where I ran, and it allows you to get around them quite well. Yes, and here, interact this, and this way these new enemies are going to pop up. And see that vent, just, no, not this one, the other one on the right. That one on the right there where the second enemy is going to come from. We want to go into that vent because there's a collectible inside. So in a minute, you'll see an enemy come out. There he is. Yeah, so once you get control back, like I say, do not sprint. I guess you could sprint if you want to alert them to your location. But as you can see, you can jog and it's okay. But at the moment you sprint, they will hear you. Yes, and here, you've got another music track. So now you want to go back into room you were just in, guys. And take that first vent, this one here. I can't remember there's a trophy connected to these guys. Yeah, so in here there's quite an annoying collectible to get because there's a few of them blocking your way. But just follow my lead and it should be okay. You can do the same thing on Kuriyami difficulties where it works just the same, just as well. So you want to lob the bottle down there, climb down the ladder. That's it. Then wait for all the enemies to go and investigate. Then crouch and come along here. Yes, that works really well. And like I say, you can do the same on Kuriyami as well. Make sure you've got a bottle. Come to this point in the game. Lob a bottle down there. Climb down the ladder. By the time it takes you to climb down the ladder, all the enemies would have come through the crawl space. And you can safely come around here, guys. And there's actually a bottle just on that shelf to the right. We're going to pick up in a second. So this one, you've got to activate all the lights. Like so. That should always be the same. Just follow my lead. Just rewind the video a bit and watch it in slow motion if you want to. Yeah, grab that bottle, guys, after grabbing the note from the safe. So once you've got the bottle, come down here. Just be careful because the enemies might have gone back to their normal default patrol location. Yeah, so once you get through here, you're safe. And of course, you've got that bottle because you're going to need that in a second. So pull that lever. And then get ready to crawl through this hole. Yeah, pull this next lever. Crawl through this next hole. Now we're going to throw a bottle in a second. It's going to aggro all the enemies in this area. It's going to be mega useful because there's actually an enemy blocking the ladder, the exit. So lob a bottle about there when this crawl space is kind of lined up so you can get through. Yeah, so wait for the hole to line up. Then lob the bottle. And then go straight through. You see all them enemies try and get through to investigate that noise. Now you can come along here and to the ladder. Yeah, one of them enemies is normally blocking this ladder, by the way. But if you do that, he doesn't. And then want to pull this trolley over to the ladder, guys, so you can climb up. Yeah, that makes that part a lot easier, and that work exactly the same as Kuriyami. Obviously, the problem is you just can't see where the enemies are unless you shine your flashlight. Right, come near, grab that document, guys. Recording number 1, recruitment. Yes, and then interact with this terminal. Yes, this should be the final one we need. We should be now back on the system. Got our old job back. Yes, and now you can use this fingerprint scanner.
Insubordination? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you could try putting your feet on it. That might work actually. Yeah. Use that one, the footprint scanner, and then carry on through. And then back upstairs now. So we back up the elevator. Now an enemy is going to burst out of this elevator when you press a button. So make sure you stay to the left and do not run, otherwise you'll probably get knocked back when you run into him. Press the button, wait for him to go past, and then just jog into the elevator behind him. He kindly opened the door for you. Yeah, some of these enemies are kind of mega kind, open the door for you. If it wasn't for him, some more enemies might come up behind and attack you. Yeah, so now up here, head over to the footprint scanner, guys, take off your shoes and put your right foot up against it. Just make sure your foot is clean, otherwise it might not get an accurate reading. Right, there we go. Right, so here, there's going to be a collectible. We're going to go left. This puzzle, it will be random, the solution. You want to come down here, there's going to be some squares on the wall. Shine your torch, and that's the solution, guys. Remember whatever layout you get there, whatever formation. That solution, come over to this safe and make sure only them squares are lit up. Just like so. That's it, get the note from inside. The letter scrap. Right, one more collectible, I think. And that's his first mission almost done. Yeah, I don't think I want to sit through this twice more commentating. Although I do love doing this commentary for you guys. I really do not want to sit through this again. I've been through this DLC probably about 10 times. And yes, I am not joking. Yeah, so you've got a file here, entry 229. Make sure you grab that one, guys. And these are all the files you should have at the moment. Yeah, this is how you should be looking. At the end of chapter 1. If you're missing anything, then it means you need to get it. But remember, you can do New Game Plus on this. So all that it means, if you've missed something, when you do Kuriyami mode, just make sure you get that collectible on Kuriyami. Like I say, it's only the personal records and the letter scraps which count, I believe. Right, so you've got kind of a little boss encounter here, guys. But you need to avoid the boss until the elevator opens. So, interrupt the footprint scanner. Right, put your shoes back on. Yeah, so this boss, there'll be electric down that side eventually, and there'll be electric appearing down there, guys, near the yellow wires. So it's not there at the moment, but when the elevator is about halfway done, yeah, there'll be electric between them two paths, so you won't be able to go down. The boss can, because as you can see, she's got some really lanky legs. And the way this boss works is if it sees you, its light will turn red, and if it gets close enough to you and you're kind of looking at it, it will slow you down, like mega slow you down. So even if it sees you, it's not the end of the world. You can keep running away, but what you want to try and do, as soon as you get around the corner where you're running away from the enemy, and it kind of, because what happens is when its torch is focused on you, it slows you down. So what you can do, as soon as you get around the corner, if it is chasing you, you can start sprinting, and you can normally get away in time, and it will eventually lose you. So this is what I'm going to keep doing, guys. No need to run around the whole place, just hide behind. Yeah, like so. As long as you're not sprinting, she shouldn't hear you. I'm not quite sure what gender she is. X and Y, it's got X and Y or X and X chromosomes, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, you can see the electric's there now. So you do not want to go up that passage. Yeah, as soon as you hear the elevator's ready, do not run straight away. It normally takes a few seconds for the actual doors to open up, of course. So don't think, oh, the elevator's done, I'm going to sprint there. You might get stuck on the door, so it's not quite open yet. I think she sees me right at the last second. Or is that in Kuriyami mode? I'm not quite sure. Yep, so you do not go yet. You've got to wait for the door to open. Yeah, so now she spotted me. You can see when she's focused on you, it will slow you down. But you can kind of run around the corner to make her lose track. And that's it, guys. Just get to the elevator and you are safe. That's it. She'll try to get in, but she won't realise that the door's actually closed.
Keeping our facilities clean is appreciated. Our workplace is a fine place because of your support.
Yeah, she can wait for the next one, I guess. Yeah, so once you get out the door, out the elevator, go left and then left again. Yeah, just make your way through these corridors now, and you'll finish the chapter, guys, in a few seconds. Yeah, so all them strategies I gave you guys will work just as well on Kuriyami mode. But just remember, in the office with the two enemies, when you lure the first enemy into that small room with the phone, lock the door so that enemy never gets out. And then when you want to open the fire door, you can just bait the enemy away and then sprint and unlock it. And obviously sprint through the next room and into that fire vent. Yep, so you get a trophy, guys, for completing the first chapter. Just going to make a save and then we'll jump into chapter 2. So when you do New Game Plus on Kuriyami mode, by the way, you can actually go straight into Chapter 2 in Kuriyami mode. But that does not pop the trophy. I tried it. Yep, I tried going straight to New Game Plus, going straight into Chapter 2 on Kuriyami mode, and it didn't pop the trophy. You have to do both chapters on Kuriyami mode. So yeah, unfortunately there's no way to kind of exploit that. I thought I was onto something for a second, but yeah, it didn't work. Right, so Chapter 2. Yeah, final one. Consequences, that's Chapter 3 and Chapter 4.
Joseph.
And the third DLC, guys, Executioner, is actually really hard. As a whole, the DLC isn't really too bad. Yes, once you spawn in here, guys, shiny torch on that logo to make a shimmy spot appear. Yeah, overall, the DLC ain't too bad. It's actually quite fun. But there's kind of like a arena in it. Arena's like mega hard. It lobs 2 really hard bosses at you at once. Kind of feels a bit like Rebirth in a way. Because rather than just lob 1 difficult boss at you, they've lobbed like 2 or 3 hard ones at you all at once. And it just makes it really hard. So that's what we've done in this arena fight. The 2 hardest bosses are together at the end. And it takes like 10 minutes just to get to them. And every time you die, you have to go through that whole 10 minutes again, just get to the last 2 bosses. Just for another try, you know, another retry. So that's going to be interesting, but I'm still kind of working on a strategy for that. So I'm hoping I can get something together which works really well, consistent. So you do not want to keep redoing that. So here, yep, you're going to get the axe tutorial. So Kidman, she can actually stealth kill enemies, but she has to use the axe to do so, unfortunately. And it does break upon use. So invisible enemy, all we're going to do first, we're going to get this collectible, and then we're going to reload the save. Because when you reload that save, that invisible enemy will be in a slightly different spot and facing a slightly different direction. So yeah, come around here, guys, grab this music track, and then we're going to save and reload. Well, sorry, reload. When you collect these music tracks, by the way, they're saved automatically. So even though I've just collected it and reloaded a save, it will still be there. Yeah, it'll still be there afterwards. Sorry, it will not be there afterwards. I mean, it'll still be in your inventory. Yeah, apologies for that. Yeah, it'll still be in your inventory afterwards. Right, so what we're going to do now. Yeah, you do not want to trigger that enemy. You can get the axe. You can actually kill him if you want to. But yeah, you want to get up here without triggering him. Yeah, so do not trigger him. Get the axe. Come up here. Now we're going to kill this enemy. Yeah, it's come in this room. Crouch beneath here. Do not be too noisy in this room, otherwise he'll hear you. Now it's just there. You want to wait for him to turn back. That's it. Now you're going to stealth kill him. So the same strategy will work on Kuriyami mode. The exact same strategy, guys. Right, so once you killed him, you're going to come back in here. You can grab this axe from here. You don't need to. We're going to use it on the next boss fight. But on the boss fight, you actually get an axe for free if you don't currently have one. So not really necessary to grab it, but I do anyway. Yeah, so come in here, grab this document. And that is entry number 239. Yeah, once you've got that, come out here and now you can unlock the gate with no problems. Yeah, it's just much easier. I mean, you can stealth kill both enemies if you want to. But it's not really any need. You can just sneak past that first enemy and then stealth kill the second. The second one you will almost definitely need to stealth kill. But I think on Kuriyami mode, I don't think I stealth kill any. Because if you time it right, I have to stealth kill a second because I want to get that document. That's why I have to stealth kill him. But on Kuriyami mode, I don't have to get a document anymore. So I kind of sneak past the first enemy, make a way over to the gate while being quiet, and you can actually open the gate before the enemy near the gate kind of aggros and reaches you. So you don't even have to kill any of them on Kuriyami mode. So eventually, guys, you'll reach this little battle. You'll be trapped. Yes, and you finally get a gun. But you won't have this gun for now, for long, so enjoy it while you can. So yeah, shoot all these enemies. Yes, you can aim, by the way. Hold L2 and it'll closen the reticle slightly, give you better accuracy. The standard enemies, the normal enemies, they almost always take 3 shots to kill, no matter where you hit them. obviously the cathedral enemies will take one shot each, or if they're not red, they'll take 2 shots. One to make them red and then one to blow them up. But if they're red, it'll be 1 shot. And yet, like I say, the human type enemies take 3 hits. So yeah, just make sure you do not let anybody get too close, because they will kill you, of course, if they get too close to you. Just keep reloading whenever you get the opportunity. Yep, and then once the boss falls down, all you got to do is shoot him once and then it'll scare him away. And we actually get to kill this boss on the Consequence DLC. Yes, just shoot him once, guys. That's it. That'll scare her away. Yeah, don't worry about conserving your ammo. I don't think you get to use that gun again in this chapter. Do you? Don't quite remember. I recorded this video probably about 4 days ago. Yeah, so once you've gotten yourself out of that
down here, I doubt he'll last long. I've got to find him.
Little dilemma there, all the rocks on you, climb this ladder in the corner, because there's a collectible up here. So you see that safe, you want to come right and focus your light. That's a code you want to. So your code will be different, but remember whatever code you've got. And you put them in order. So mine's going to be 12. You need to change direction each time. So mine was 12, 0. Yeah, 12, 0, 7. So yeah, change direction each time. 12 one way, 0 the other way, and then 7 the other way. Grab the letter scrap, guys, and that's all you need. Drop down the ladder. Yes, make your way through this tunnel next.
And about the others.
I told you before. Complete.
And we'll climb this ladder.
They have no bearing on the mission. If they get in the way, you know what to do.
Yeah, we've got the fuse part coming up. We have to get a load of fuses for the fuse panel in order to open the gate. So here, save game if you want to, and then go through a crawl space. Yeah, you'll drop down here into the upper part of the sewers, come around the corner, grab the fuse and then place it into the panel, and you want to put it in the slots on the left.
Joseph, wait!
Yeah, so grab that fuse, guys, and place it in this panel slot on the left. Yeah, climb down the ladder and then follow my leads. Yeah, now you want to shine your torch this logo to make a secret tunnel appear. And you're going to come through here, guys, going to lead you to another collectible. Yeah, so once up here, shine your torch on the back wall to find out your formation. And I'll light them same buttons to open the safe. Yeah, you come down the ladder next, and then you want to take the opposite path, climb this ladder opposite you. Yeah, up here, open the gate. There's going to be one of them big trauma enemies coming up, but it's actually really easy to avoid if you know how. And the same strategy will work on Korea Army mode. The exact same strategy, guys. So you want to come to the far end, go through the door. Yes, and you want to take this second fuse. Right, so for this bit, Keep to the left and run up. As soon as the enemy bursts out, crouch and crawl behind him. Yeah, so keep left, come up here. As soon as he bursts out, crouch, go behind him, and he will not hear you. That's it. And then once he walks down there, come over here and unlock this door. Then we're going to head over to the gates. Now when you open the gates, he's going to come in. All I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the gate once. And then I'm going to press circle quickly to get off and crouch. So turn it once, press circle, get off, crouch, and come around here. This same strategy will work on Kuriyami mode. So he's going to come around the corner. Just make sure he don't see you. So as he moves, make sure you get behind these boxes. That's it. He'll go back and then he'll go back out to that other room. And then he'll give you plenty of time to open his gates. And that's it. You've got plenty of time now, guys. He's going to walk all the way back down that long corridor. The key here is to not let him see you. So if he sees you, it messes this all up. And there you go. As you can see, he walks back down the corridor. Really easy way to do that part. Right, going to come back down, go back up to fuse panel. And now we're going to put in the second fuse, guys, and put in the slots on the right. Yeah, I think with the execution of DLC, I'm almost ready to record. I just need to get a good strategy for doing this stupid arena battle. And then I'm probably just going to do it one more time, the whole thing, just to finalise my route. And then I'll be ready to record. Ready for Wednesday. Yeah, so put that fuse on the slot on the right, guys, like I just did. Come down this ladder into this tunnel. Now it's been unlocked. Again, we've got a few enemies we have to kind of avoid. So first of all, come out here and take the fuse from the panel. Yep, that one there. Now, as you get through here, Rubik's going to spawn and make the exit disappear. Yes, like so. Now, see them little circles on the floor where I just ran across? They're the traps. If you stand on them for about 2 or 3 seconds, the spikes come up. Now, an enemy is going to come through that door. I'm just going to go through behind him. Yes, I'm going to come through here where there's 2 more enemies. Now, you see these spikes on the floor, these holes, spikes going to come from them, like I say, if you stand on them for too long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to bait the enemies into a group and then just run on it. I'm probably going to die in the process, but so will they. So there you go, use a single trap to to kill 2 or more enemies. That's it. Once you've got a trophy, you can reload your save. There's another spot to do that near the end of this chapter, guys. So if you do not manage to get that there, don't worry, there'll be another spot a little bit later, which might work a bit better for you. I'll point it out to you when we get there. But yeah, give that one a few attempts, get out of the way. But if not, I'll mention the other spot for you later, which, like I say, it might be a little bit easier. So once you've reloaded after getting the trophy, if you're going for it just now, you're going to crawl through here, guys, and you'll find a snail. Focus your light on it for another collectible. Yeah, another model. Right, and then what we're going to do then is we're going to reload our save, guys. That's it, because similar to music tracks, when you get the models, they are permanently saved. Yeah, it's not like a file. If one of the files or letter scraps, you do have to get them again if you reload your saves, but the snails and the music tracks, they're saved automatically. You do not have to get them again, even after reloading the save. Right, so once you've reloaded your save after getting the snail, now we're going to try to actually progress the story. So you need to try to open this shutter door at the far end, and then if you're quick enough, you can get through, pull the lever inside and close it again. But you've got to be quick. If the enemies are too close to you, what can happen? You can actually lock yourself in with the enemies, which you don't want to do. So just be careful. You'll see on Kuriyami mode, I do that in a bit of a safer manner. I kind of try to bait the enemies away a little bit. You can always try to kill the enemies on the spike trap. But yeah, just get through that door, guys. Come through here. Jump down, back up this ladder over to the fuse panel, and now slot it in the final fuse. They're all the same, so it doesn't really matter where each one goes. That's it. Now unlock the final door. We're getting close to the end, not too far away, guys. We'll be in the catacombs shortly. Yeah, so up here there's going to be a collectible coming up. Unlock this door, and then in this next room on the far right, yellow barrels. Yes, you'll find a file, entry number 246. Yeah, so make sure you got entry number 246. Jump down and you'll find a familiar place from the main game. Chapter... Is it chapter 5? Don't even remember. But yeah, once you get control back, spin around and then come to the end here and you'll find another music track. There you go. Now you're going to head back along here, guys, to the main chamber. And there should be a logo on the wall, which you can shine your torch at to find the passage out of this place. Yep, make the door appear. Yeah, save point there if you need it. So make your way to the top of these steps. We'll be going into the catacombs very soon. I can't even remember what the next DLC is. You do get a shotgun on the next DLC though, so that's nice. Yeah, so once at the top of the steps, head to the far end and you'll find the logo on the wall. Shine your torch at it to make a door appear. Head inside. Now for this puzzle, interact with the one on the right and turn it once. And line it up with the picture on the back, guys, to complete it. Yeah, looks like the Star Trek logo. Yeah, so complete the picture on the back by using the shadow from that one. After spinning it once, and then grab the collectible from inside the wall cavity, entry number 215. That's it, another file, guys, entry 215. Now go back to previous door you ran past with a red light above it. Come in here, there'll be a little cutscene. Now for this fight, try to follow me exactly, and this will work the exact same way for Kuriyami mode, by the way. So straight away, yell once. Just shout. He'll come to investigate, but for some reason he always takes a long way round. Now as he walks around, come here and then go into cover against this side. Don't go too early, otherwise he might see you as he's walking to the other corner. Now wait for him to turn around, press circle to leave cover, and then quickly get a stealth kill on him with the melee, with the axe. Well, not a stealth attack. That's it. And if you didn't have an axe starting this, you'll always start with an axe automatically. And then once he's stunned, sprint through here, get that axe, go into cover on that wall, call him again, and then while you've called him, come over here and now wait. Yeah, the reason being in that first attack when we waited for him to turn around, because if not, when you attack him, you knock him into the middle of the room, and he can't really do this part. You need to knock him into the corner so he can't see you when you yell and then come out of space here. So after that second attack, now sprint back into the first room, grab the axe somehow stuck in the mattress, come back over to his first cabinet and one more time yell, wait for him to come and investigate, go into cover here. Now again you're going to wait for him to turn around and then do the final hit. You'll get a trophy for killing him without using any of the other traps in this area. Yeah, some electrical traps and such, but you have to kill him using only the axe in order to get a trophy, guys. That's it, third attack does the trick, and you'll get that trophy, guys. All you need is axe. Well, all you need is my guide, basically. All you need is Opti. That's it. Yeah, like I say, that work exactly the same Kuriyami mode. That's a very consistent way to kill him. Almost always works for me, as long as I don't make any mistakes. And it's really clean as well. It's not like you've got to learn any crazy dodging skills. It's a really clean strategy. I like that strategy. So yeah, you'll spawn here next, guys, into the house. Did I say catacombs? I think that's coming up, unless I'm thinking about the consequence. Yes, from this ruined house.
No, it can't be.
Yeah, just keep going right and you'll find this rocking chair with a collectible in it, recording disposition, and you'll get a trophy, guys, a piece of my past. That's for collecting all the personnel files, and there's only 3 on this first DLC. So that's one trophy out of the way for collectibles.
Killing time until the next service. She barely spent any time with us. I wondered why she...
Yeah, we've got quite an annoying trophy coming up actually, but the way I do this trophy is actually really good. You have to kind of lure an enemy towards another enemy and get them to kill each other, or the Caldivar to kill the normal enemy at least. So in here, you're going to run up here first. You actually have to trigger out a little scene for the item to appear, which you need to complete that puzzle. But we'll come up here anyway, guys, to do this puzzle. So this is one of them where you have to light every light. Yeah, light them all up. That's it. Do it the same way as me if you want. That's it. Get this letter scrap. On DLC number 2, You have them same puzzles, but you have to do them in a certain amount of button presses. So for example, you got to activate all the lights with only 5 presses of the buttons. Makes them a little bit more difficult, but of course I'll show you how to do them all. Now come back along here guys, crouch beneath this crawl space, smash these crates and you'll find a snail locked in this cage here, poor thing. Yeah, it's going to focus your torch on it. That's it, you'll get another model. That's Joseph. Joseph with 3 axes in his back. There's one clenched beneath his between his butt cheeks as well. Yeah, come to far back here guys and get this key item. Yeah, like I say, that key item doesn't appear until you trigger that first kind of scene where you see the statue in the middle and the lights. But obviously we trigger that on the way to that save puzzle. Yeah, but once you've got a searchlight and obviously everything else in the area, you're going to come here now to the puzzle. You're going to place the searchlight you just found on this slot. You're going to rotate it so that the light comes on, like so. Head around to this middle searchlight now. Rotate it twice. And they're going to go around to the empty slot and shine your torch. Yes, to make statue appear guys, and open the gate. That's it, shine your torch on the groin area of the statue. We're going to come in this dark tunnel next. Yeah, I'm sure nothing will go wrong down here. Yeah, make your way through catacombs. Yeah, it's not going to be any like skeletons which you can't kill, so you keep respawning and they need killing with holy damage. Yeah, don't worry, nothing like that down here. The only problem here is probably all the crawl spaces you have to crawl through. And probably try and get rid of this cat, which just keeps pestering you for food. Yeah, the developers really didn't want to feed her. Yeah, let's get that final collectible as well, entry 201. You get a trophy guys, doctor's notes, and that's for finding all the research documents. Yes, you have to get all the personnel files, all the research documents, and all the letter scraps for a trophy. Save game there if you want to. Come back into this corridor guys. Right, and enter out here. Yes, this next part, this way you can actually get a trophy for killing 2 enemies with 1 trap. Not in the first bit, but a second bit. So this first kind of courtyard we're coming into, this way we're going to get a misc trophy for getting a cadaver to kill a normal enemy in a death grip. Yeah, this first courtyard. So what you're going to do, you're going to come down here. You're going to unlock this crawl space by shining your torch at that logo, but you're not going to go through it. We're actually going to come back through there from the opposite side. So open that hole, and then you want to jog around these enemies. Once you reach them, you can kind of, yeah, start running. Now in here, come here, kick down this quickly. You've got to be quick here, so cadaver enemies are starting to spawn. Yeah, come in here, go through this crawl space. Now if you do that right, it should cause all the enemies to kind of run into each other, and one of them will kill the other one, and you'll get a trophy guys, death grip. If you don't get a trophy, just reload checkpoint and try again, but every time I do that it always works for me. And then all you're going to do is come back along here, go left, open this gate, and there'll be a checkpoint. Yeah, so this second courtyard, just in the right corner there, there's a plank covering a big hole. And what you can do, you can lob a bottle on that plank. Of course the enemies go and investigate, they'll fall down the trap, and if it kills them guys, you'll get that trophy. So that's another spot to get that trophy, like I say. Just when you come to the second courtyard, on the right, there'll be a planks in the corner with a hole. Lob a bottle on them to attract the enemies, and when they fall down, 2 of them will die with 1 trap and get the trophy. So what I do, I come up here, I pull that cord, and then that kind of baits them all the way from Leslie, and you can come back and interact with this gate.
It's safe now. You can let me
If any of them are still kind of around this area, the gate, just go back, climb the ladder again, pull the cord 1 more time, and then run over here again. And that's it. Once you spoke to them at the gate, and no enemies have kind of approached you for a good few seconds, you'll reach this next area. Got a little puzzle coming up, and then a giant you have to avoid. Avoiding this giant's actually mega easy, barely an inconvenience. All you have to do is pretty much just straight away, as soon as you get control back, run towards him. That's all you have to do. And his AI is a bit glitched for some reason. When he sees you, he runs to you and then he runs away, and then in a circle before he starts coming to you again. And when he runs in a circle, it allows you to get past him. It's weird. But there's a save here, guys. Your final letter scrap, of course, press the darkest blood button, followed by the next darkest, the next one, and of course the lightest. You get your final letter scrap. Now, once you've got all these scraps of letters, now you need to put them all in a little puzzle. This is a bit awkward because if you don't quite line them up properly, then you've got to kind of shift them all around. So try to get them as close as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I say try to get them as close as possible. That's it, and also try to keep them within inside the square. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's going to be okay. There's quite a big gap between them corner pieces and the one in the middle. I'm just hoping that'll be alright. There's one time when I did have to kind of move them around. I'm not quite sure if it's this chapter or the next. Sorry, this video or the next. Oh, and there it is, guys. A warning. So yeah, once it all started incorrectly, you'll get a trophy warning after you create the letter. It'll glue itself together automatically, guys. All you got to do is put them all in the right place, and then the glue will do the work itself. Pritt stick. So once you've done that, you're going to come out here to the top of the cemetery and make our way along this path. You'll see the cathedral in the distance, just a little further, and you'll find yourself down here where we fought the giants from earlier. But in this little crawl space will be a music track. Yeah, so grab that. I think that's the last actual collectible of this chapter, of the whole deal, of this DLC, the assignment. So what you want to do now, interact with the door. Leslie will catch up to you. He'll give you a bit of dialogue. And now that logo's appeared on that wall, and we now need to go and get the 3 statues to complete the puzzle. So Leslie's going to wait in the crawl space, out of danger.
Don't come out until I call you.
Yes, leave him in there. Yes, he's actually a bit scared of the dark, and we need to go and do some work and get all these statues so he can wait in there. Yeah, so go through that wall and then shine your torch on this tomb. Get the winged statue inside. Yeah, that's the angel statue, I believe. Oh, sorry, winged idol. So grab that idol and then make that fake wall disappear. Shine your torch on this tomb next to get the, what's the name of this idol here? The ox idol, ox headed. And then the third tomb, guys, you'll find your final statue. Yes, the cross-bearing idol. Right, so now we're going to make our way back to the gate. And you might notice there's a little puzzle near the gate. There's one statue already there, one idol. So what we're going to do, the first slot on the left is where the cross-bearing idol goes. So yeah, this one on the left with a 7, I think. This one with a 5, you put the ox. And this one over here with the 14, you put the angel. So that's it, guys. That's how you do them all. That should open the gate. Now head inside. And this is where that giant is going to be. Yeah, and as I was saying before, as soon as you get control, jog over to him. Yeah, jog over to him. Like so. Do not sprint until you get close when I do. So he'll see you. He'll run away in a circle like so. Now sprint. That's it. And that's it, guys. Nice, easy way to get past him. Once you get through the gate, the enemy will very nicely and kindly close the gate for you. Yeah, so you don't get tempted to eat your brains. That's it. Once you reach Cathedral, now it's a little chase sequence now. This is the last sequence of this chapter, guys. Once you get this sequence done, you finished it. The assignment. And the next assignment is going to be completing the game, or completing this DLC on Kuriyami difficulty. Yep, so it's quite simple. Just keep running away from him. Eventually you'll have to kind of change direction, but there'll be kind of signs telling you what direction to go. For example, this one here. Yep, you see him walking from opposite, so you know you got to turn left. Here you see all the hands on the right, so you got to go left. So you got to go left twice, and then it's right. Yes, and then here you got to go left. I think you have to go left anyway. And then here, the hands will try to grab you. All you got to do is when a hand comes up one side of the wall, you got to move to the other side of the wall. And that's it. So the hand is now coming up the right. I'm going to move to the left. That's it. You got to keep doing that. Yes, the Curry Army, guys, is going to be exactly the same as the strategies we've just done. Obviously, minus collectibles. So you can do everything the same. I mean, you'll see me doing it anyway. If you want to just follow me for some guidance. But yeah, you'll get a trophy, guys, for doing Chapter 2. You get all them clear bonuses, New Game Plus, and Curry Army modes. Yes, and it's taken me 54 minutes. Yeah, so save your game, just so you got a New Game Plus slot. So yeah, you can pop the Curry Army trophy on New Game Plus. You don't have to start a new game. So yeah, you'll see me here. I do actually start a New Game Plus, and it's also where I complete it. So yeah, once you're ready, guys, New Game Plus, choose your recently cleared save game, and then choose difficulty. Make sure you start in Chapter 1 and do Curry Army. Yeah, choose Chapter 1, guys, and that's it. Yeah, so I'm going to leave you to it, guys, on the DLC, on the Curry Army modes. So yeah, that's the first playthrough done. We've got all the other trophies. All I've got to do now is complete the game on Curry Army, the assignment. And then that's it. So thank you for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you on the second DLC, The Consequence.
Do you stand with Mobius?
The crash. I wasn't alone. Where is everybody? Fine. Shit. I've got to get out of here.
Smells like blood. There's no going back!
Your backup. Can't be real.
Hey, where's Joseph? Everyone must. Settle down, Leslie.
Leslie.
If Jimenez activates the system, you'll be pulled in. Hopefully he doesn't. But as a precaution, we've prepared an infusion to prevent contamination.
Like a vaccine? To protect me?
More accurately, to hide you. We developed STEM, but there is a ghost in the system. Something we call Ruvik. It means to keep us out. This infusion should protect you to some extent.
Why send me alone?
You won't be alone. You'll be with your team from KPD. You'll get a call on the radio reporting an incident at Beacon. Everything will be arranged. But their consequences of little value. In regards to your mission, they're expendable.
What's going on? Where did everyone go? Hey!
Please. No. No!
Oh, shit. What could have done this? Hey!
Agent status terminated. Authorization invalid.
What? Terminated? Maybe I can force it open with
Analyzing
the
data.
computer.
Leslie.
That thing used its light.
If the system is active,
This is from before. Leslie, is he really here?
don't you ever forget. You're one of us now.
The air feels so heavy in here.
After my...
That video. I remember they showed me that when I was brought here.
out of here. There's something wrong with this place.
That's where Leslie was before. And now those two, where are they headed?
You'll experience things that won't seem real.
Please guide subject construct facial, hand, and neural profile.
I don't think anyone's gonna help me out with this.
Facial profile constructed. Matches deactivated account Julie Kidman.
Whoa!
Scanning. Please stay still until procedure is complete. Hand profile constructed. Please complete neural profile to complete authorization.
Maybe it's mine?
Julie Kidman. Termination reason, insubordination. Profile reinstated, but data sent to Central Mobius for analysis.
Insubordination? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I should be able to open those doors now.
An error has occurred. Please wait while power is being restored. Power restoration at 20%. Power restoration at 50%. Power is now restored. Elevator is now in service. Thank you for waiting. Keeping our facilities clean is appreciated. Our workplace is a fine place because of your support.
Think you better get down
Joseph! Joseph! Shit! Where did he go? Well, he'll just have to fend for himself. Gotta keep on track. Find Leslie.
His name was Ruben Victoriano, but now he exists as Rubik inside the Encephalon of Sten. Ruben was brilliant, designing the entirety of the system by himself. But we conflicted over our intentions.
And what happened to him?
Ruben has been dealt with. The consequences of trusting the wrong people.
Ruvik. He knows I'm here. If Leslie's down here, I doubt he'll last long. I've got to find him. And about the others.
I told you before, completely expendable. They have no bearing on the mission. If they get in the way, you know what to do.
probably don't have much time. Look around for some way out of here. That's you, Kidman? Ow! Fuck you, Kidman!
Over here.
You, Kidman? Oh, shit!
Hey!
That's you, Kidman?
Wait a second. This house... No, it can't be. Leslie! Leslie, stop! At night, I would stare up at the statue lit up in the center of town.
In life, we constantly search for a place we feel safe. A home we can always come back to. We imagine that...
Drawn to it. Please let it be Leslie. gotta get to him before those things do.
Help! Help! They're here! He's here!
Leslie, it's all right. It's safe now. You can let me in.
Safe? It's safe now?
See, Leslie? We're almost there. Just a little further. What the hell? You've got to be kidding me. Shit. Leslie, you've got to hide. Don't come out until I call you. I guess you could say I started young. I would sneak into the graveyard, steal the statues, and hide them. I wanted people to think they were cursed, but every morning they were back in the right place. I had enough. When I knew I could survive on my own, I left and told myself I would never come back. Come on, the church is right ahead. It should be a little safer in there.
Help! Help!
Ugh, damn it! We should go.
Come back, kid. You have a job to do. Enough games. Stop running.
No! Stop! Get away from me!
Follow us.